Hello, and welcome to Ashes of the Old World, episode 20. Part 1. Dan isn't here right now, so luckily enough, he has positioned his character in such a way that I can just have them there the entire time, just in case Dan does, at any point, arrive. Because, life is a thing. So, things I'm going to get into. I did say it was a month that had passed, and I think I didn't really get into enough detail what was going on in this month, because...
We're running out of time.
A little bit, yes. So, I'm going to go through each of you. What were you doing during this month? Phelan.
Well, do we know what happened to Kote yet, or are you going to save that for a little bit?
You know what? I can do that now. So, because of the wording that you've done with the wish... now, if I remember correctly, it was to get Kote to be able to transform his were-rat form at his discretion and choice. Forgetting
missed 2 words.
Anyway,
I wrote it down.
Don't worry about it. So here's what happens. Because the into was not in between turns and transforms and into in between transforms and were-rat. This now means he's able to transform his were-rat form once. Because once he transforms his were-rat form, it's no longer a were-rat form.
Oh boy.
Oh!
So, that's where his choice comes in. Seeing how how he usually finds you a role model. Every night he decided to choose to turn into a dragon-like Phelan. So every night he turns into a green dragon wormling.
That's kind of cool.
I'm not sure this is better or worse. Can he control that transformation?
Significantly more than the rare rat.
Well,
Nani?
this was unexpected, but this is also pretty neat.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, I approve of this.
So yeah, he turns into a baby dragon every night. Which I suppose is a good thing in comparison to what could have happened, which just a separate lycanthrope.
Yeah.
So what were you doing the rest of the month after discovering that?
Let's see. Probably training. That's the only thing I could think about Phelan would do.
Okay.
Yeah, Derek was reading his books.
Okay.
I would think he'd probably be focusing maybe more on himself this time.
Alright. Tarnok, what would you be doing?
I already did my archery. Same ritualistic training that he's been doing since his master taught it. Push-ups, sit-ups, plenty of juice, which by that I mean by meat, and basically everything else.
I'm glad you're... yeah. I'm glad you're all describing various activities that help improve yourself, because you've all become level 7 as a result of a text D&D that I've been doing with Matt while he's been away, and he drew Sun.
Yeah.
Did you...
Heard about that.
Yeah, did you all advance your characters, or...
I did.
I did.
I did.
Okay. So, level 7...
I think Dan did too, so he's good when he comes in, if he does.
Alright, so, Tarna, Dark, I heard you mention you were multi-classing into Barbarian?
Yes.
Okay, so now the whole archery thing's explainable, because Barbarians get all martial weapons and all simple weapons.
Wait, we
I'm
do?
sorry, was that loud?
Barbarians.
They do?
Well, someone
I didn't
hasn't
know
been
that.
reading the book.
I freaking played a barbarian before. I've never used a freaking bow. I used a freaking axe.
Well, the thing is that he doesn't get the proficiency to the second class, does he?
You actually get a couple of proficiencies when you do switch over. Let me check. Barbarians. Shields, simple weapons, and martial weapons when you go to Barbarian. So, yeah. Basically, he is proficient with everything now, except armor.
Before that, I trained my heart out with my soul and body.
But yes,
And also threw the bow against the wall when I got angry.
hence why you're a barbarian now. Lovely.
No, I'm a barbarian right now because my ancestors
Okay.
are calling to.
Alright, so from what I can gather from what you're planning to do is distract whilst the red bears are going to sneak up through a window.
Or however, whatever way they can get in, unless we can get in ourselves.
Tarnok nominates to eat the guy in front of them really quickly.
Which one?
Vile, who the hell you think?
Well, shit.
The one with the purple apple thing.
Yes, which...
Speaking of which, he got a new pog.
Oh, yes, he did. Let me quickly click and Shift-C. Look at that dude. Look, this smug bastard.
Alright.
He is, in fact, still holding that, by the way.
Is it the exact same one, or does he have a bowl of them somewhere?
You wouldn't know, really. So, yeah, last session, you came, Vile did come out of that door and did himself a greeting. What to do?
Can I do a check to see if Tarnok even remembers? Oh, my
Yes, you already did a check. Remember?
So we came up here and we were asking him about maybe taking a tour of the facility, right?
Yes.
Oh, Oh, I'm not too sure about that. Well, I actually just came out of that door to get to the supply closet. Ran out of ink. If you could move to the side a bit.
Oh, of course.
Okay, thank you. And he opens the door, closes it behind him, and he's apparently in a supply closet.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is this door unlocked?
Hold on a second. This lady over here goes through this door, closes it behind her, and you are left in the room with the two researchers, one engineer, and one magic. These are the ones
Darn
in the
it.
public, at least. Public view, I mean.
What now?
Well, we still have to confirm our suspicions. We need to find
Maybe
a way
there's
to
something around here that we could look into?
Perhaps. Should I mention that we're speaking quietly?
Shit, I hope. The engineer, at least, is distracted by acrofutzing about.
And isn't this guy over here just being pedantic?
Shallow and pedantic.
What do you mean pedantic?
Oh, I was just commenting on how he was acting towards Matt's character. I would somewhat describe that as being pedantic, but I don't know if that's accurate, so...
Well, he seems curious about you guys, but he seems slightly focused on his work.
Good.
Okay.
Keep it
So
that
does anybody
way.
have a plan?
You're the plan guy!
Well, we can break the mold occasionally.
I'm the guy that you point. You point in a direction and I kill everything. You know this.
How do we know
Oh,
for
we need to do
certain that
something.
he is in fact who we think he is? Because if we're wrong, we are hosed.
Purple apple.
Perhaps one of them would know something personal about him?
Maybe.
We could ask around here.
Yes, go ahead and do that. I'll stay right here. I'll wait for him to get here.
Oh boy. She's busy.
Mm-hmm.
So that only leaves this guy.
Yes, it does.
Well, Phelan's gonna walk over there then. I'm
Hello!
regretting everything. Yes, hello there.
Hello! You got any lemons?
No, I would not happen to have any lemons.
Damn shame that is, unfortunately.
Yes, I suppose so. Why do you need lemons?
It's a secret. Shh.
Okay. Have you worked around here for very long?
Oh yes, I've been here for a whole 2 years or so. That's got the position when my last got the position. Would it be successor or no? Not successor. What's the opposite of successor?
Predecessor.
I got the position when my predecessor exploded.
Oh, so it's quite dangerous in here, isn't
No,
it?
it's just what he was doing.
Well, I'll keep that in
Because,
mind.
like, you don't just cast, like, shatter at your feet, and then this idiot does it anyway. Boom!
That does seem quite dangerous. Why would he do such a
I
thing?
don't know.
So, I was wondering about, do we know his name? Do we know his name, Vile? Yeah, I think we know his name, Vile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He introduced
I was
himself.
wondering about Mr. Vile.
You are now. Me too.
Yes, he seems like quite an interesting man. He actually helped us out quite a few nights ago.
Yeah, he's a very generous fellow of sorts, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I was wondering perhaps if you knew anything about him?
Roll persuasion.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's see if that 1 point I put in the Phelan's charisma is gonna help him.
Oh, okay. Wait a second.
Oh boy.
What to say? Well, I suppose I do know what he studies, what he's doing here in the first place.
Oh,
Yes.
you do?
As a resident theologist, blah, blah, blah. That dude, he's actually looking into the artifacts.
Artifacts, you
Yes.
say? What kind of artifacts specifically?
Apparently all of them. All
All
of them.
Hmm.
He's
That is a...
because they are dangerous items.
I have heard of these artifacts.
Me too. High five. Oh.
Phelan just kind of cautiously lifts his hand and allows him to high-five it.
As confetti explodes out your hands when that happens.
Phelan just stares at his hand like, what the
Isn't
fuck?
prestidigitation wonderful?
I am not familiar with that spell.
Good, you don't look like it either. That's fine. Maybe someday someone will teach you that that's a thing people sometimes do.
Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps.
Okay, so, Vile does inevitably get out of the supply closet as he got himself some ink.
Of course.
Did you find what you
Of
needed?
course, it's just a supply closet.
Tarnak sniffs him.
Okay, are you looking for anything specific while sniffing him very inappropriately?
Anything odd or any meat? Anything I think I would anything I would think be odd. I know it's a tall order, but anything I think be odd.
Roll perception.
Got it. I smell the butterflies.
Oh, jeez. You smell that this person is inexplicably very clean.
I don't like that.
As well as the fruit he's holding, I suppose, but that's about it.
Nah.
Hmm.
Smart person.
Right, anyway.
Alright.
Are you okay, Citron?
Yeah, no, throat's just a bit
Fair
caught up.
enough.
It's been like that all day.
Right. So, he goes into this door, closes it behind him.
Hey, are you just gonna leave us out here?
Okay, hold on. He opens the door, comes back out. How do you mean? Sorry, I
Well, we came to see after you, ask a little bit about what you're doing, and we see you for all of a minute. You grab a vial of ink and you leave through your secret doorway. again.
Sorry, I've been quite rude, haven't I? Is there anything you need? I suppose.
Well, I was hoping to take a bit of a tour of the facility. I've heard many of the projects here are funded by the nobility. I wanted to see if there was anything that would be of interest to me.
I suppose. Alright, so roll persuasion, dear.
Okay. Bard.
Yeah, of course. It's like, oh yeah, he's a bard. One of the most persuasive creatures in existence.
He's a creature? I didn't know that.
Neat. I suppose I could give you a short tour. There is a couple places in here that we don't want people just wandering around in, but,
That's understandable.
okay.
Phelan, are you done screwing around? Let's get moving.
Yes, I am.
So
It
we're
was
screwing.
nice talking to you, sir.
Goodbye!
It is so hard to
He
get
hurriedly
these
gets
days.
away from him.
I don't know, they seem like pretty good help.
Oh, no, they are.
Okay.
There's a reason I only ever travel with the two.
Who? Sorry, what?
There's a reason I only ever travel with the two. I don't really trust most of the rest of my uncle's household guard. Then again, most of them are minding him.
Who was your uncle again?
Ashara. You know, from the brewery.
I don't really drink.
Tarnok tries to draw a picture really goodly of his uncle.
Sorry, I don't drink very much or really get out of this tower very often. Anyway, shit, let's go. Follow me. Alright, he opens the door.
Well.
There's this small chamber with a dragonborn lady in there.
Okay.
Okay, so, first things first, and I suppose this is probably one of the reasons I didn't want you guys coming through. She does need to check you for, certain things that might be a little dangerous to bring in.
Do I need to check my weapon?
What do you mean check your,
I have my sword on me.
I mean, yeah, we're armed.
Yeah, you are very heavily armed, except for your lizard man friend, who just has his arms very strong and looks like he could just break a couple people's heads with them, couldn't you?
Oh, he almost
Yeah,
certainly could.
that's neat. So,
Again, there's a reason. There's a reason these two are my bodyguards.
speaking of which, haven't seen mine in recently. Alright, so,
What happened to them?
oh, they're in another room. They usually follow me everywhere. Weird.
Yeah, that's complete dereliction. That's shameful.
Okay.
I would not know such disloyalty.
In any case, do we need to leave our weapons
Yes,
here?
please. Miss Delmirev is going to need to check you ever, regardless.
Very well. Tardoc, can you go get Akra and have her hold on to our weapons?
I don't think.
We're going to get... Derek was going to hand his weapons to Tarnock to go get Akra.
Phelan does the same.
Okay.
Figures he figures, well, Derek's doing it. It probably doesn't hurt any.
Did Akra ever tell us her last name?
I don't think.
I don't think she did either. So so I think that last part just flew right over their heads.
This would have been so fucking hilarious.
It would have been so much better if Dan was actually here. Yeah. Anyway, but do they recognize we mention Akra or?
Oh, Akra's here.
I don't know. Are you sure we're talking about the same person?
Black Dragonborn, got a white stripe along her body. Really shitty clothing.
You know her?
Well, yeah, she's my younger sister.
What?
I would not have known.
Yeah, of course not. Resemblance is a little distant.
I knew she knew people in the city. I did not think her connections were this advanced.
We don't talk very often, I suppose.
Distant relatives, I
No,
understand.
distant relatives? Oh.
Distant emotionally.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, I was very concerned about that wording.
That's how I feel about my family.
Alright.
That's what Derek
So I'm
would
going
say.
to assume you're going to leave the weapons with Akra. If you want to actually sneak anything, that will be contested sleight of hand. Well, actually, sleight of hand versus her perception.
I hand Akra everything, even my bow, but everything else I'm keeping.
We have Tarnock. I think we'll be okay.
Shit, I hope.
FYI, I'm just leaving my darts on my tail.
Besides,
And
I
I'm
still
not even trying to hide
kind
them.
of. Besides, I may not have my weapon on. I may not have that, or probably put out my dagger on me. But I do still have my Deck of Illusions.
Okay.
I'll probably be fine without my stuff.
Okay, so
As long as it's just the weapon.
so you're going to try to sneak the Deck of Illusions through then, yeah?
It's not a weapon.
She is still going to try to take away certain things that have magic effects.
Okay, sleight of hand it is.
Alright, she doesn't find it on you.
Awesome.
Okay. I'm not even trying to hide my darts that are on my tail, but I just
She reaches out and individually grabs each one and places it on the bench. Wags her finger back and forth. Naughty, naughty.
I forgot you have those.
I use them when I fall.
No, in character.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're on my tail. I flinked them flink.
That is cool.
Alright, if
admittedly.
that's it, then he moves on to this door. After Karen Demilev frisks you all. Yes, of course, that would be one of Akra's relatives' jobs, constantly frisking people.
No, you're definitely Akra's sister. Watch her head.
Oh, okay. Alright, it's another really small room.
Tarnock feels the connection.
I bet he does. He feels it everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
He pushes the little dragon folk away.
Alright, I suppose over here is my office, and to the south? I'm gonna say south. To the south is our telescope.
Telescope?
Yes, it's this. Oh, I forgot to move this camera. It's this something.
You view the
Yes,
stars.
made a surprisingly big one. Our engineering researcher really outdone herself. Would you like to check that out first, actually?
No, that wouldn't be. Why not? I'd like to see how you manufactured something like this. Even a small spyglass is worth a small fortune to the common
Oh
person.
yes, this was very expensive.
I can imagine. Derek looks back to Phelan and Tarnok. Don't touch anything.
Touching
No,
everything.
sir. I will not touch a single thing.
Tarnok gives him like a squint and just like shrugs, kind of giving the like feel off like no promises were made.
Okay. it's
Okay.
the best we can.
So let's check that out first, then. And he's gonna open up the door for you and let you guys through.
Okay. I guess Phelan's gonna go in
Just
first.
put your pug through. This isn't a light thing. There's no restrict and movement. Wrong door.
Oh. Did I go the wrong way?
You did say south.
Yeah.
Which
Down.
way's the right way?
That the kitchen.
It's this way.
Down, down, down
Right?
to the bottom of
No.
the sea.
Down. Okay.
That's Miles' office. This is the telescope.
Okay.
Wait, are we stepping in the
Still
office or the
can't
telescope?
see in the damn room.
Okay, you step in first.
It'd be nice if we could see,
Okay.
admittedly.
Alright, I'm going to reveal it in a second. And then all of you... No, I'm kidding. As you
Bullshit!
come in and you hear this loud clanking and slashing noises, as all the way down, there appears to have been a certain scuffle.
Oh my
As
goodness.
they're
Are you
as
serious?
they're fighting this dude.
Well,
They have been caught.
of course they got in through the telescope.
Damn.
Dan, is that you?
Sorry,
And Accra
Just-
has all of our weapons, just a note.
Yelling doesn't
Dan, how you doing?
sorry, I ran late. I just
okay.
need to make dinner and
You know what? Should we get Dan involved with a little meanwhile back with Accra?
You know what? Sure.
let me just.
Yeah,
Get
this
in
is a
there.
perfect place to stop off at, so I'm going to make everything really, really dark.
What about me?
I'm going to make it really, really Tarnok.
Got it.
Gosh, it's a lot of Tarnok.
Mm.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you were able to arrive, considering.
Well, I had I was at a little family thing and
Yeah.
had to deal with my grandfather being an ass again. So,
Oh, okay.
well, an insecure
Big
ass.
butt. He cannot lie.
His thing is going for either your weight or your intelligence. When he himself is not, he is generally not in a position to be going in those directions. At least one
Oh,
of those
man.
directions.
And now it is on the internet.
Yes,
for us.
let's shit talk Dan's grandpapa for the internet to see. You are shit, Dan's grandpa. Anyway,
And he'll never
Okay.
know.
Because I don't share this. Because I don't share this
fun
with my
times.
family.
So, are you able to see the map and everything?
I'm able to see Only
Okay,
the
good.
part of the map
'cause
that I'm
that
in.
was the purpose. All right. What you doing, Akra?
Well, I'm just going to say I'm going to call it quits with the... well, I'm going to see if I can get some of that black powder, but for my own purposes, but
All
other
right.
than that, I'm calling it quits.
Persuasion. To convince her to lend you black powder.
Well, that or see if I can
Steal some.
discover what's needed.
All right. So to discover what's needed for the black powder stuff is going to be investigation. To try to convince the dwarf to give you some is going to be persuasion, and to steal some is sleight of hand.
I'll just
Okay,
go with
go ahead.
investigation. Besides, it's linked to one of my higher stats anyway. Both of them are, but
This is after
Yeah.
you've created a small explosion. Alright, so you have a pretty good idea. You've memorized just about everything she has written down about the subject, and you could probably write it down again when you have the paper and the time.
now suppose I'll just...
So recently,
Need some.
the party had just dropped off all their weapons with you, like all of them, and then went down into the south door. You don't know why.
I may have... Well, my ears are still ringing, so I probably
So
didn't
you're just
hear
like, I
anything.
guess I have your weapons now.
Well, I'm probably just gonna have to just use somewhere, but if I wanted to go that way, so I'm unsure of how I'd be able to sneak those past if I wanted to.
It's a mystery. Well, you could always try anyway.
Well, I'll just leave this area because I'm sure that's not. They're not gonna want to talk to me. If I
Yes, the
blew them
dwarf
up.
woman is frowning intensely. You can feel it in your soul. The dwarf frowns.
Hmm. Where do I go?
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom,
I'll just roll perception, see what, just kind of get an idea of what's going on around me.
Sure.
Is that all right? That way I got an idea of what
Oh boy.
to do.
So what you can see around you, I suppose I'll describe. There's currently in sort of opposite to the engineering section, there's a magic research over here. And you can see this elf on the side over there with various books and tomes and such. And you can see they've left the door unlocked over there.
Well, that's just silly. But
Ah,
not silly enough. Well, I'm going to assume both of them are now back at their work
Not
and
very
they're
much,
paying
no.
attention. Just gonna poke
okay,
open the
so
door.
you open the door, and you
Take a
see
peek.
a familiar face. Your older sister, Karen.
Oh. Hello.
Akra! It's been so long.
Wonderful.
How have you been?
so
Oh
short.
well. Probably like the shortest of the sisters.
Probably. Well, considering I actually checked your sheet, you're for some reason 6'7". You are fucking tall. Jesus.
Yes.
Dragons
Same
in
height with
general are fucking tall.
Same height
Yeah.
as Tarnok. Actually, I think Tarnok is 7. Alright, let me check. I think he actually might be 8.
Comparing heights.
I don't even remember. I didn't even give this asshole.
You need that for the kissing stuff in the fanfic.
Yeah. Nah, I'm 7 foot.
Of course.
Oh. Acker's got to look up.
Giant.
Oh, were you with the rest of them over there?
Yeah. They just kind of like along.
I forgot Derek speaks Dwarven.
Well,
Okay.
this presents a strange problem for me mostly. See, it's my job to make sure nobody gets through this particular area with weapons or certain items, and this means I have to frisk my own sister.
Yeah, this is probably awkward for the both of us. Especially when Acker's probably the one that is that they know
Christ.
Acker has done.
Alright, so if you want to get through,
So just-
I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to need to see if you have certain items, and I know you have something hidden on you.
Isn't she also just kind of carrying all of our shit?
Yeah, I literally see you carrying huge fucking swords.
And a bow.
Yes,
that's
random.
Very futuristic. I don't know what that word
Bundle
means.
of all of our weapons.
I know, put it on the bench
Oh,
over here. I'll keep track of it. See, look, I've put that the strapping lizard band's darts on the bench as well.
Ah!
Oh. Acker's just got to take note of that. Anyway.
She does still have the crossbow of
Christ.
love.
But for how
Oh my
long?
god.
Alright, so
Well, it depends. Is she going to surrender it?
I can keep my book. I don't think she's going to notice what the book is because it is titled "How to Seduce Everything."
Christ. So, this is going to be contested against a sleight of hand against her perception for items that you want to bring through.
Thought she's going to notice the pocket sand.
Oh my god.
Throw the pocket sand in her face, then run.
No.
This is for when you stole my little Malibu dragon.
Little Malvern.
So anything, I'll be. So obviously she's not going to notice anything that looks.
Like things that are like books and fucking
That does.
trinkets, she's not going to care very much about. Obvious weapons, she's going to take away from you, and known magic items that cause damage, she will take away.
All right. Well, we'll try Sidle Hand anyway. We'll see what I can get by.
Yeah, this is going to be
If I
a
can.
disadvantage because she knows with you that she has to be thorough.
For
Hey.
a lot of reasons.
And she's probably going to be uncomfortable the whole time, but that's besides the point.
Certainly.
We're going to say that's just because she knows full.
Oh, Christ.
Well,
Well, you've got about your clothing on.
barring the books
Wonderful.
and
I
the
think I'm going
sand.
to have to wash my hands in one of the wells. Go along.
She just let her do that probably just because it's funny.
Hilarious. Okay, going through. I can
Alright.
then reveal all the shit I had before that was the revealed. Darkness.
All darkness.
Rain. I'm sorry, my laptop's really fucking slow.
Just
Okay, there's
hearing
that.
the.
You do hear on your end a lot of sword clattering, weapons against weapons, weapons against armor on the other side of the door, which is open, and if I can just make this laptop function faster than a small... function faster than like a fax machine from the 80s, that'd be great. Do they have fax machines in the 80s? That's a real question. Okay, good.
Yes.
I believe they did. It was the height of technology at the time.
Oh yes, quite
There
so.
you
What? Oh.
Oh, indeed.
Oh.
Okay, so at the bottom of this, you can see the Red Bears having them a scuffle with the known bodyguard of Vile the Ram.
Okay.
The laptop is actually shitting itself.
Hmm. Smell
Yep.
the smoke from here.
Me too.
But you're right next to it. I'm all the way in another country.
Victory. What do at this point?
Huh. What does it look like everybody else is doing? That's the better question.
Well, at the moment, we see this.
Mhm.
Well, we know where they are. That was internal, by the way, not out loud. And Derek is going to just kind of look, turn back to Vile for a moment, and goes, "I'm assuming this isn't normal."
The hell is going on? Let him through.
That must be a really expensive telescope if people are
I
fighting
never
over
thought
it.
anyone would come in and try to steal it. And I suppose as you're discussing this, actually, hold on. Are you guys going to get involved in the scuffle down there at all?
Without
All
our
right,
fucking
good point.
weapons?
So,
Hold on, I might have something for this, but everything has to load for me for a moment. Because I'm doing several things at once and I really shouldn't. Let me quickly look through my class stuff. I'm just... I think I know one thing I can do. Okay, looking at my other things, looking at all my options. Right. For the sake of everyone, I am going to try and... Okay,
Mhm.
Valen's gonna step forward. He's gonna come
Okay.
right near here. And he's going to use Dragon Fear against them.
All of them?
okay.
Yes!
Okay.
All of them.
All of them!
Fair enough.
Okay.
What
I'm
is...
just gonna press this them. That should be like how things work.
Attack roll?
I don't know what that is. Look, it says DC 8 plus proficiency bonus plus charisma modifier.
What is your
so that's
charisma modifier?
thing. I don't know what you would call that.
That's a difficulty class. What is your charisma modifier?
Okay, I'll rename that then. But yeah. The rest of that should be good.
So either like if you fix DC, then yeah, I suppose you could roll it again.
Well, it's the same thing. It's just the name of it.
Right. What is your charisma modifier?
I think. Let's see. My charisma modifier, I think, is.
Okay,
it's 1.
so that means 8 plus 3 plus 1. This is a DC of 12 they have to beat, or... Sure. For 1 minute, the frightened target... You can repeat... So, this is basically making everyone frightened? Okay.
Yes. That's what does.
Okay.
Spooking them right good they are.
That's why I want to do this.
Watch, it only
That would
works
be
in our
fucking
fucking
hilarious.
allies.
Let's give it a look.
Actually, that's what I was planning for.
Okay.
Ah,
Check that
okay. We need them to do
Okay.
shit.
The dwarf failed it.
Oh.
Let's check the paladin. Paladin is not the fear, but notices you are being the escort, and is pretending to be scared at least.
Oh, alright.
Let's check this dude. Oh, okay. Is not frightened. Oh dear. Alright,
I'm
so
kind of expected that.
here's what happens next. The ram, this person right here, charges really quickly forward into the dwarf barbarian Waffly Tailfire and rams them outside the window.
Oh, shit.
This is not what. Oh no.
As you see the dwarf go flying out the telescope window, followed by shouting.
Tarnak chuckles.
We're miles up, practically. He's probably dead.
Oh no, he's absolutely
Oh,
fucking
dear.
dead.
Unless the harp caught him, but that's unlikely.
He doesn't look. There's only so much that damage reduction will do
Well,
with that kind
He
of drop.
could roll the damage. Let's check.
Oh my god.
It's
Gate.
probably.
Gate. It's a D6
Well, there
every
is
10
a
feet.
let's see. A fall from a great height is one of the most common hazards facing the adventurer. At the end of a fall, the creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it fell, to a maximum of 20d6. So,
Okay. Okay, terminal
Yeah, I'm
velocity
glad
in
for
effect. Cool.
so let me roll 20d6.
Oh. Oh.
He is dead.
Oh.
This man is dead.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh. This is terrible.
So I'm just gonna have
Okay,
Acro
this-
roll a dank
Yep.
stealth and maybe sneak around.
Let's start initiative, actually.
Is that
Okay.
Considering. Oh, whoops. I was gonna say wait. I have to
Damn it.
erase all these
What?
stuff from before.
I'll wait then.
Okay, there you go. I got your stuff. Go ahead.
Oh man.
A very concerning turn of events. Ooh.
And I have
Well, that was-
sufficiently ominous music playing on my headphones, so.
probably pop open my music?
I went with Dragon Age myself.
Hold on. You know, I think I need to turn off the 3D dice on this.
Yeah, that might be what's
Yeah.
tanking your
Yeah, very much.
laptop there. Should probably invest in a new one.
A whole new laptop.
Doesn't even need to be. Doesn't even need to be like, you know, super fancy one. It just needs to be something that doesn't attempt to light itself on fire
Certainly.
every time.
Okay. Everything's actually moving smoother now, just because of that. Fucking amazing. Holy shit, it is moving super fast in comparison.
All right. And now
Sonic the
for
Hedgehog?
the people that aren't us.
Gosh dang.
sure has been inconvenient for us. And those involved with us.
Sorry, what the fuck? Click. Oh, god damn it. Why am I on this layer? Wrong layer. Even help applies to this. Okay. Next turn. Nope, not 54. Fuck. Jesus. Okay. Derek.
Okay. Well, we need to make sense of this situation in a hurry. All right. Who is that man?
Who are you saying this to?
He turns back
Oh,
a file.
which one?
Who is that man? Or either.
The one down there in the red armor is my bodyguard, the Ram.
And
No
the other
clue.
one? Do you think we could convince him to
That would
surrender?
probably be very good turn of events. I would like to know what's going on.
Right. Okay, Derek is gonna move over here. Sentry, stand down. You
What?
there. It's going to be in your best interest to give up for now. Whatever it is you're doing here, it probably won't end very well.
Do you give them any signal?
Yeah, probably. Sleight of hand?
Yes.
Alright.
That sure is getting a lot of use.
Holding up a sign.
Do
it.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
They're squinting at you, unsure what if you want them to actually stand down, or if you're for some reason making a dog symbol with your hands.
Oh, beautiful. He just misinterpreted this entirely. Awesome.
Uh,
Alright, well. I guess that's my turn.
Fuck.
Totally have him roll inside.
Dermot is going to take a defensive
See.
action dodge, so he doesn't get fucking destroyed next turn. Acra.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to assume no one's seen me, and I'm going to be slight, or at least yet, and I can
You can attempt to stealth. Nobody is
Attempt.
looking in your direction.
stealth. Let's give it a go.
Well, if
Oh.
you were a ninja,
I'm
even
just-
ninjas are trying to be as stealthy as you, Acra.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and see if there's any doors leading into this room from another angle.
Okay, so
From
you're going to try to
here
get to that room.
specifically. Just gonna sneak into this room.
Okay,
Assuming there's nobody
it's
there.
locked.
Locked. Okay. What about the other door? Seeing as nobody can see me, I'm just gonna. I'm going. To
I mean,
use the shit
despite
out of that
they are
stuff.
both locked, but you could try to pick them with a thieves' tools and sleight of hand.
Do I have thieves' tools? Is the question.
Well,
Nope.
hmm. How do you get through this door?
Can't Smash it
Now
open.
with that attitude.
Well, I
Okay.
want to maintain the ninja.
So let's go to Tarnok then. Tarnok.
Tarnok's gonna run over.
Okay.
Or, okay, well, first, like, Tarnok's just gonna go over here. And he looks at Derek, like,
Admittedly, I don't think we came.
Yeah, you didn't, did you?
Tarnok size.
Give it a moment.
Shit. Tarnok's gonna go over.
Ocean's
Go.
11,
Confirm our
you are
suspicions
not.
first.
Tarnok's gonna go over
No,
and, like,
we're-
just try to.
We're just starting out on the whole oceans thing.
Yeah.
We're making the
Guys,
amateur
we don't have
mistakes.
nearly enough balloons.
Tarnok is going to. Yeah. Tarnok's gonna try to grab.
Okay.
the dude.
Go with advantage, because he's sort of letting you do this.
Okay.
I
did I also
think
grab again?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics, awesome. Okay, and then with advantage. Oh, yeah, that was.
You got him.
Okay. I grapple him and then I just
Hold him
hold
gingerly.
him.
With your arms.
And then that realization when I remember that I have
Shit,
invisibility.
fam, imagine how fucking useful that should be. Does that require material?
Well, you can still use it.
Yeah.
You can still
Does
use it
that
when no one
require
sees
material
you.
components?
It does-
Darn.
yeah.
Someone did steal something. Just take out most of your equipment, didn't they? Okay, so with that, actually, Phelan, I'll let you do it and do something if you want to.
As long as you didn't take my necklace, all as well.
Okay, so
Oh.
what's Tarnok doing
He
over
is,
here?
in fact, restraining him, yes.
Is he restraining him? Okay. I think Phelan's gonna move right here and make sure this guy doesn't do anything like start beating the crap out of him. That would be bad. Let's admit that. And after he just threw that guy right out of the window, yeah, I don't think we can trust the
It
bodyguard.
wasn't so much throwing as ramming them. Very, very hard.
No, he didn't need to do that.
He probably wasn't intending to.
Fucking juggernaut tackle, my god.
Not you, the bodyguard, Tarnok.
Yeah, I know. Saying that he probably didn't intend that. Just a big birdie.
That sounds pretty purposeful.
Alright,
just saying.
he raises...
Yeah.
He looks like he was about to raise his hammer and
Not
club
everyone's
the
a
dude
white-
anyway, but seeing that you look like you're going to prevent him from doing so, he does lower she lowers her two war hammers. Goodness. As coming in from the... I said it was so fast, and then it slows down again. Lovely. As Vile from the doorway is like, oh, good! You've captured him. Good. Guess we'll have to question him in a bit. Oh, dear. As that is going to be where I cut off the recording. Join us next time in part 2, where that happens.